The most wonderful time of the year.
Yeah, I think we're both sick. Is that not true?
Bro, I've been sick for the past like 3 episodes, for Christ's sake, dude. I love how I can track actually how long I've been sick. Just go back a couple episodes, man. I'm still coughing. How you holding up?
Son got sick, wife got sick, and I'm just sitting here and I'm like, I gotta stuff your nose. I'm like, yep. It's gonna rear its ugly head right when we go back to work next week. But until then, let's have some fun. Let's have a little fun.
Come on, 'tis the season, man. Let's close out 2022 properly.
Properly. What are you, Conor McGregor with old Proper 12 over there? What are you drinking tonight?
Oh, I'm so glad you asked, dude. I got eggnog with some hey, let me finish. With some four roses bourbon with a fresh cinnamon stick dropped in there. And I'm drinking it out of a coffee mug, man. But it's actually, the cinnamon stick admittedly is not fresh. It's from at least one Christmas ago. Probably two. Probably two. You know the cinnamon sticks, dude. Like if you get like a little jar of them or like a little thing of them, like you're not eating cinnamon sticks or using them on a regular basis. So I don't think there's any harm in a 2-year-old cinnamon stick in my eggnog. Do you?
So, one, you've now admitted that it was fresh down to 1-year-old, and then you just said it's 2 years old. So
I was trying to sell you. I look, I thought, hey, something special going on here, man. I'm enjoying my goddamn eggnog. Leave me alone. I tried to sell it, and then I figured I should be honest with you and our fans. That's what I thought.
So I'm gonna set the over-under of the years of the cinnamon stick at 3 and take the over.
Under. No, it's 2 years old. I'm pretty sure.
Also, I don't. Maybe you're like fancy me. I don't have cinnamon sticks in my house. Is that like a thing people have? Like you?
Oh, I'm not responsible for this. No, this has got to be my wife. I'm not gonna buy cinnamon sticks. They just happen to be in the goddamn cabinet, you know.
And while that drink sounds delicious, I mean, you're equivalently drinking milk.
Yeah, what is eggnog, dude? I was thinking of that as I was pouring it.
Don't want to even try to sound what that is because I'm just going to sound ignorant as fuck. So I'm just going to call it milk.
It's just like it's dairy, right? I feel very sluggish. I do. I've been drinking it for a bit tonight. I feel very sluggish. But look, let's not get hung up on it. It's festive. It's the season. You know, there's a very short shelf life on eggnog. It expires like a week after you get it from the store. So I guess this supports our claim that this is just like dairy and like weird shit, right?
Yeah, you're right.
All right, you know what? I was excited when I first told you, bro. I'm not excited anymore. I'm disgusted. What are you drinking?
So, getting ready for New Year's Eve, knowing that it's basically going to be like have a nice dinner at home, get the kid to bed, watching college football all day. We're not going out. I'll be in bed before the ball drops. Went to the liquor store, get a nice bottle of champagne, some wine for dinner, and it was IPA heaven. So I got a little variety pack going tonight. So I got. What do you got here? Lord Hobo, the 617 Hazy IPA.
Nice. That's a good one. Yeah, it's a good one.
Lord Hobo and something called Thin Man, which I believe is a Buffalo brewery. They had a collab. It was called the Big Bet Hazy Double IPA. So basically, because Buffalo beat the Patriots, they had to make this double IPA. And there's a Buffalo on the can. So it's like a whole
really?
Yeah, cool.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
What else we got? Winter Hill Brewing Company out in Somerville, a little Tommy Point.
Oh yeah,
in honor of the late great Tommy Heinsohn IPA.
Nice.
And then going back to Old Faithful, Night Shift. What is it? Night Shift 87 Hazy IPA.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, I have no understanding what the 87 was, but I originally drank it thinking it was for Rob Gronkowski, and I've kind of been hooked on ever since. I know it has no affiliation with Gronk, but I'm going to pretend it does.
Yeah, sure. That's a nice little variety pack you got going on there. A lot of hazy IPAs. Admittedly, I'm a hazy IPA. Like if you give me like a super, a double, or whatever, like super bitter, I'm not about that life, dude. Not about
What
that life. But I enjoy me a hazy IPA, man.
All right. So let's get into it. Kind of a quiet week, but I think we got a good amount to talk about here. So
Yeah.
we'll recap last week. I gotta fill you in on some Twitter drama that's going on there. I know you're not a big Twitter guy. I know you're
No,
not a big Twitter guy.
I created an account, bro, 2 weeks ago because I wanted to, see the Twitter files. I want to see what Elon's up to, bro. So I do have an account and
Okay.
one follower that is Elon Musk, but I have no idea what we're talking about here.
Very nice. Very nice. NFL Week 17 picks. Go through the rest of the College Bowl picks and do a little recap of 2020. That's just 2023. This is what happens.
2023,
This
recap
is
23. You
this
son of a
is
bitch.
this is what happens when no one reviews my work. So I put that
Uh,
on you. I put that on you. Okay. I'm preparer. You're a reviewer, and you did not review this properly, so that is your fault. Put it on you. Okay.
oh, here we go.
All right. So recap last week. I mean, just a few things from my perspective. I mean, that Vikings field goal, 61 fucking yards to win the
Yeah.
game. Holy
Yeah.
shit.
They always win like that, bro. I still think they suck, but their wins, they just barely eke them out and somehow have an impressive record still, man. I hate them.
Yeah, no, I agree. Um, the Cowboys. I'm
Nah.
not sold. I'm
No,
not
me
sold on
neither.
them.
Me neither. No. Take that shit back to the store, bro. I want nothing to do with it. Nothing to do with it. And Dak Prescott, he's not that guy, bro. Tony Pollard's out now. You got a dinosaur in Ezekiel Elliott that they're going to try and pound the rock with. No, thank you. Goodbye.
And I just found this stat out. So he's missed 5 games, but still leads the league in interceptions.
Dak?
Yeah.
Oh, that's horrendous. But yeah,
Terrible.
there you go. There you go. Wow, is that true? That's terrible.
Yeah. I mean, I bet it on Twitter. Who knows if it's true or not? I don't verify shit. I read it and repeat.
Yeah,
I'm
could
that
be.
guy. So
Could be. Well,
and then the Raiders, man, like moving on from Derek Carr. I mean, there was a scapegoat happening here. Was it Josh McDaniels? Was it going to be Derek Carr? Clearly, it's Carr now. They're trying to get out of his contract. I think he's owed like $40 million in July. The timing of it makes zero sense to me. Now,
right. Yeah.
I'm a Patriots fan, as everyone knows. I'm excited to see Jarrett Stidham. The Patriots really never gave Stidham his shot, in my opinion.
Right.
Want to see what this kid can do. Honestly, if he looks good, looks terrible on the Patriots organization for not giving him a shot. So
For sure.
I'm excited to see him. My nickname for him is Stud Ham because I think he's a stud.
Ooh, nice.
Why do it in week 17 when you're out of the playoffs?
Nah, it doesn't make any sense, dude. That the situation there had to be worse than we're exposed to, man. Because honestly, dude, I was surprised, not just with the timing, but with the move in general. I don't know. Surely they have problems, but I didn't always point to Derek Carr, to be honest. But either
No.
way, look, that there's some shit going on there that we are not privy to, JB. But yeah, super surprised.
Surprised. Want to see what Stidham can do. And yeah, I think Carr played his last game as a Raiders. Last I'll see it there. I think he'll be a Colt next year, right? The Colts always go for what I'll call retread quarterbacks. They'll sign him to a pretty big deal, and he'll be there.
Yeah, big deal. I don't know, man. Well, who knows, dude? Who knows? What else? Who else are the Colts going to put behind it? Who else are they going to have yet at QB, dude? I honestly, they'll probably sign Carr.
Yeah. And then we'll talk about it. I will say this has been the hardest season for me as a Patriots fan to watch, and that is because
God, dude, yeah,
they are finding ridiculous ways to lose games, and there's the theory out there, well, bad teams just find a way to lose.
Yeah.
You're down 22-0. I sat here and I'm like, Jesus Christ. I was like, Joey's gonna never let me live this down. We're on to Cincinnati. He's just gonna rip me next week. And then they came back, man. They came back.
I know.
And they were in prime position to lose the game, and you fumble on the 15. It sucks. It hurts. I don't know where they go from here. I'm part in the fact of, obviously, I want to see them make the playoffs. Can they beat Miami with a backup quarterback? Fuck yes. Can they beat Buffalo? Probably not, if I'm being honest. But you know what? Like, if you're going to make the playoffs and you have to beat Buffalo, that's one hell of a way to get in the playoffs, in my opinion.
Indeed. But are you still, come on, JB, are you still clinging to this playoff thing?
I am, and here's why. My optimism is low that they will get in. And I think you'll agree with me in this. There is a lot of bad football being played this year.
Indeed, yes, I agree. Yes,
So a healthy Philadelphia Eagles team wins the Super Bowl, in my opinion. I don't want to say easily, but I think they are
sure.
very far ahead of other teams. Fair?
I do think the Bills, a healthy Bills team, gives them a run. I think they win, but like you said, not easily.
So here's my thing with the Bills. Kansas City is still not the Kansas City of old. I think they have to go through them. And
Yeah,
Cincinnati is getting hot at the right time.
that's also true. They're getting scary, man. They
Yeah.
are. So I don't know. I still think, yeah. So I do agree with you. The Chiefs are not the Chiefs of old. They can be though,
Hmm.
but they haven't been playing like it. So I don't know, but I do agree with you, man. A healthy Eagles team, they're a problem. They're a problem.
So where I go with this is if the Patriots can sneak the fuck into the playoffs, everyone in the AFC is beatable. Likely to beat? No, but they're beatable. The only
Yeah.
team that, in my opinion, is an unbeatable team is an Eagles team that is running on full cylinders.
Yeah, so this is where I gotta say, you have to be a good football team in order to beat AFC playoffs teams. I mean, most AFC playoffs teams. Where I want to get with you, JB, is to the point where we agree that they are a below mediocre team. We settled for mediocre last week, I believe. We both agreed that the Pats were a mediocre football team.
Mhm.
What you said, bad teams find a way to lose games. I agree with that. And for that reason, I propose that we agree that they are a below mediocre, subpar football team, the New England Patriots. That's my proposal to you.
I will not say those words out loud, but I will recognize that I do not disagree with you, and I will
Yes,
make a
yes.
call on that based on how they played this week.
All right.
If they do piss away their playoff hopes to Teddy Bridgewater, I will say that next week with fucking no remorse whatsoever.
All right. Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough.
Now, can I turn the tables on you? If
Mm.
they win out, meaning they beat Miami, which is no great feat with a backup quarterback, but then they beat Buffalo and they get into the playoffs, can we call them an above mediocre football team?
Not only that, but I'll tell you right now, I'll do a goddamn shoey. Just for that. I'm serious. I'm being very serious. I will do a shoey if that happens. And yes, I will agree they are an above mediocre team. You got it?
All right, I like it. I like it.
That's not fucking happening. You're insane, bro. You're insane.
Mac Jones, make this motherfucker do a shoey is all I
You're
have to say.
fucking insane, bro. Oh, what is
All right.
this?
All right. So
Holy shit. What's going on here? Walk me through this, JB. Walk me through this.
I'll caveat this that I listen to probably 4 or 5 podcasts religiously. Punchlist is probably what I'll call the only podcast, and no offense to Punchlist, but like that's not a mass media producer. Like I listen to Pat McAfee, right? Like that's FanDuel backed.
Yeah.
I listen to Joe Rogan. I listen to like the normal podcast I think everyone listens to. I listen to
Yeah.
Punchlist, and then I basically dabble in here and there. I do listen to Clint from Die Hard. So the whole
Yeah.
reason I found out about this is again because I do listen to Clint from Die Hard MMA. I don't like this guy. I never liked him. His name is what's his name? Manpreet, but he
Man,
goes by
that's lock of the night, bro.
yes. Okay, so
You
I've
gotta
heard him
walk
here.
me through this. I don't know what the fuck's happening right here.
Okay, so the Lock of the Night guy, right?
Yeah.
Manpreet.
Good dude.
Him
I've
and,
been listening to him for a while.
ooh, okay, so I never liked him. I ended up listening to him because Clint had a podcast with him, so I ended up listening. I think they called it the Deadlock Night, or whatever they called it. Anyway,
He did a lot of shit with Cody Safdie as well. I mean, I didn't love him, but I listened to him. All right, continue.
so he set up some contest. It was a Lock of the Night contest or some shit where people paid from again, and if someone wants to correct me and call me an asshole on this, I'm totally fine with it. I'm hearing like large amounts of money to be in this contest. There was $100 league, there was a $500 league, there was people were transferring him large amounts of money to be in this.
What
And
kind of league?
basically, it's almost I would call it a fantasy league where you picked, bets, and whoever had the highest bet score
Sure,
got a
got it.
payout at the end of the night.
Like it.
Now he had a very large Twitter following, very large social media following. I'm pretty sure he has an OnlyFans or a Patron where people actually pay for his picks. Which, by the
Okay.
way, I think you're on the same page. We will fucking never do that. That is the stupidest fucking thing on the
Oh
face
yeah,
of the
yeah.
earth.
God no, God no.
So anyway, about 1 or 2 weeks ago, I started seeing these things on Twitter where he wasn't paying people out. So
Oh,
people were winning the contest and he wasn't paying it out. Um, Clint starts defending him and saying, I'm sure there's an explanation. So the reason I got into this was and again, Ankle Pick Pod, Lou Betcha, Die Hard, all these punch lists started like retweeting this shit. So it's just in my feed all of a sudden nonstop, right? It's
yeah,
just like,
yeah,
oh,
yeah.
this guy's not paying, not paying. So he comes out with this statement. I'm not going to read the fucking statement out. He's basically admitting that it was a Ponzi scheme without admitting it was a Ponzi scheme.
Okay.
People are accusing of apparently he got married this year. People accusing him of using the money to pay for his wedding. He says that's not true. He apparently
Mm.
remodeled his house. People are saying that, or that's what people are saying. He's saying I did not use the money for that. He is simply saying that the money was somehow tied up in PayPal and he was unable to transfer funds and there was FX currency exchanges due to market volatility and therefore he was unable to do transfers, i.e. basically he's claiming that anything he's paying now is out of his own personal finances. He has
Hold
basically
on.
come out and said you'll get paid when you'll get paid for winning the contest.
So can you explain that last paragraph then? I will work to be a better person moving forward. Unless he is an engineer at PayPal or somehow staffed to maintain FX rates, then that sentence does not make sense and indicates foul play.
Yep. So I read all this. People were defending
Damn,
him.
dude.
Cody, Clint, all those guys were coming to his defense, saying there's a logical explanation. He has now said, and I'm not going to read the statement. So Lock of the Night has now said he's going, into the background. He's not going to do any shows anymore. He doesn't want to be affiliated with Clint or Cody, any of those guys. He doesn't want to drag them into this mess. People will be
Okay.
paid out as he can be paid. And his statement was basically admitting that it was, a Ponzi scheme. And this is where Twitter is just the greatest fucking thing in the face. So Clint basically comes out, and I got the tweet up there who says,
Yeah.
people weren't happy with my initial take. I'm as blindsided as everyone else. I
Mhm.
do feel bad for Clint. He's got a massive following. This is going to fuck his brand over huge. So he's
Sure,
got to kind of
sure.
separate himself. Punchless called this motherfucker out. I'll give Dale that. Oh, you're gonna fucking hide now? No, you got to stand front and center. Go do a podcast now and admit what fucking
Mm.
happened. Be a man and suck it up.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, there's a slim chance of that if his reaction is I'm going off into the shadows and blaming it on FX rates and PayPal. Good, I mean, that's a good call by Dale, but I would say just based on the reaction from Lock of the Night, he's not gonna face the music here.
no, so he's gonna fade away. Again, just a couple other people. Again, Lou Betchu was someone I really didn't follow. He was on Punch List. I think he's hysterical. One, I just loved his initial response
Hookers and
was
blow.
for the record, it would be a lot better if he just said he spent it on hookers and blow, which quite frankly, I think a lot of
I
DJs would have preferred
I
that than
agree
like,
with it, dude. You're exactly right. I feel like most people would be still be pissed, but be like, all right, well, I can make sense of that at least, you
yep,
know?
yep, yep. And all I'll say is everyone else is basically saying you gotta work on a payment plan with this guys. Here's my thing on this. So I have two sides of this. If you are giving this guy over what you consider a material amount, for some people that's $5, for some people that's 20, for some people it's 500.
Mm,
If that is a percentage of your mortgage that's over 1 or 2%,
yeah.
and you're giving someone over the internet money and now are upset that you did not get your winnings, what the fuck did you expect was going to happen?
Sure. Sure. Yeah. Yeah.
Now,
Little lesson learned there.
the other side I'll say about this is I used to run a lot of fantasy football leagues and Super Bowl pick'em leagues. Collecting money from people at the end of the season was a pain in the ass. I was the dickhead commissioner that said, you pay your dues up front because I'm not chasing you when you're in fucking last place. You're going to claim that you're not going to end up paying out based situation. That is clearly not what happened here. And that's what I was trying to justify in my head when I read all this. Like, oh, is this people just haven't paid the entry fee so he can't pay out the winner? No, no, no. He has all the entry fees. It's very clear that he made all these entry fees be it's like a season long contest or yearly long contest. So everyone's paid him. He just hasn't paid everyone.
Yeah. I guess in defense of these poor people who lost money on this, right? In today's world, I'll look at this. I mean, how many followers does Lock have? Tens of thousands? Thousands? How many?
Let me take a look at that. Keep going. I'll take a look and let you know.
Yeah, if it's a considerate amount of followers, right? If I'm gonna give that dude money, I'm gonna say that this dude has followers and has a brand based on his reputation, bro. it's like if getting any kind of service or getting your house painted, right? You're gonna look up a bunch of strangers on the internet and go off of reviews and go off of ratings, right? Because they've made their bones through that shit, man. If they were douchebags, they wouldn't have those good ratings. They wouldn't have those good comments. You know what I mean? So
Yep.
if you look at a dude with a solid following, I can understand why you'd maybe, throw some money around to have some fun with this dude and his network, right? It's like because if he fucks you over, his brand is dead. Everything he's doing is dead. Does this guy have a real job? I don't know. He might just get his income from this. Is he going to put all that shit at risk? You know what I mean? So I can kind of understand the feeling of a little bit of security when you give your money to a guy like this, when he throws something out there to his followers. I don't know.
Agree with you. He was also affiliated with the Action Network, which we used Picket,
Okay.
but we did look at Action Network
Yeah.
for tracking the
Yeah.
things.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
is a
Yeah.
legit company. That is a company that
Right.
makes money off gambling. He is
Yep.
affiliated with them. Looking at his followers now, and again, I don't know how many plus or minus this is gone because of the bullshit going
Right.
on, but it's 10,800 right now.
Yeah, okay, dude. I mean, look, so it's a five-figure number right there. That's enough for me to say he's not fucking around. He takes his shit seriously. He's trying to grow his brain. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Damn, dude, I didn't see this coming.
Yeah, and I guess yeah, I don't even know where to go. My biggest thing is if you charge for picks, it's a huge red flag for me.
Yeah,
I don't listen to anyone that charges for their picks. People are gonna think we're affiliated with them. We're not. But punch list, like when I win a bet based off something they say, I go buy a fucking punch list t-shirt. I buy a bunch of their stickers and
sure,
throw it on my
sure.
cooler. Like I
Yeah.
know they're not getting a ton of money from that, but that's what I do. If Dale ever charged for picks, I'd probably say you see you later, Dale. But I don't think he would ever do that.
Yeah, but I think that's what, dude. But that for me, that's what makes Punchless special and what separated them from the others is they've
Yes.
built a brand that people not only can relate to, but it gets people to tune in, crack a beer, and have some laughs and talk fights. Like they built that, which is not like the dudes who are charging for their picks. It's a totally different vibe. You know what I mean? So yeah, and that's the way you show support to a brand like that. Buy some of the merch, fucking, do that. So yeah, I get it, man. I get it.
So I'm gonna post something to you here. And I doubt this is gonna go anywhere with our, because we have 10 followers probably. But I'm gonna tag, again, all these people, Lou Betcha, Punchless, Clint. I'm gonna
Sure,
tag Lock of the
sure.
Night, Lou Betcha. Come on, give me your side of the story. Like, tell me actually what happened here, because all I'm getting is through these tweets. So I don't know what the fuck actually
Right.
happened, and I don't care enough to really dive deep. It's one of those things that I'm looking at my phone. I'm like, oh, this is funny. What the fuck is going on with these people? So I definitely want to hear like what happens. I'm gonna tag all these people and see if they'll come on and just tell us their side of the story.
Dude, I'm interested, man, because honestly, when I started listening first to MMA and placing bets and picks, a lot of these dudes you see up here right now, Clint, Punchless, Locke, like Cody's not on here, but those guys I listen to quite a bit, man. So I'd be interested, man. Tag the shit out of them. Let's get to the bottom of it.
Get to the bottom of it. We'll get to the bottom of it. That's how we become a major podcast.
There you go. There you go. Oh, my favorite slide. It's so beautiful.
500, bro. I'm 500. Do you ever think I'll be here? Do you ever think I'd be 500 the way this season
It's
started?
a goddamn Survivor thing,
Which
man.
means we are
500
on
is
equal
shameful.
levels. We are
What are you
equal
talking
levels.
about, dude? You don't shoot to be 500 in a fucking Survivor League, you motherfucker. Look to the right, bro. I had 2 minor slip ups, minor, and you know what? I feel pretty bad about the Bucks week 17, but we can get into that.
And I'll say here, and this is something that I'm going to challenge us to do next year. And it'll definitely help me, and it'll be very profitable for you if you actually follow what I think based off this year. Whatever your survivor pick is, you have to throw a money line bet on it
Yeah,
to clear 1 unit.
I like that. I like that.
So
I like
would
that a
you
lot.
would you be up 14 units now? No, because some of these were minus 300, minus 400, but
Correct.
still,
Correct. Yeah.
you're net positive here. I am break even or probably borderline losing money at this point because I'm probably not making all my money back. So
But I
again,
like that.
I think I'm going to challenge us to do that next year. I think there's a good way to look at it and say, what do I need to bet to win a unit? And that needs to be my confidence level.
Indeed, but then it kind of fucks with the strategy, man. You know what I mean? Survivor is just trying to pick the best against the worst week by week. And oftentimes those lines are going to be wacky, dude. You know what I mean? So when you start mixing in, I don't know, putting a unit down on your picks, it gets weird, doesn't it?
It does, but it's even going to be worse than a unit because again, let's just say your team is favored minus 200. You have to put 2 units to win 1.
Oh, I see what you're saying. So you're putting yourself in position each week to come out positive a unit.
Yes.
Oh, Jesus Christ, man. I don't know, dude.
So if you won Survivor, you would be up 18 units.
Yeah, okay. When you put it like that, I'm tempted, but there are flags. There are all kinds of flags, red flags.
Look
I
at
might
all
need
the green checks you have, my friend. You would be up very, very well this season so far.
Yeah, but look, I'm trying to use the logical part of my brain, as small as it is, bro. And there are sirens going off right now with that approach. Because look, dude, every week you pick the best team against the worst, or you try to. So you could be regularly picking minus 300, minus 400, minus 500 spreads. You tell, I don't know. I need a couple more eggnogs before you can convince me.
So here's, there's only a few sports books that you can do this on, but sometimes at the beginning of the season you can actually. I thought DraftKings did this. You could parlay a week winner, so you could have parlayed Ravens, Broncos, Chargers, Packers, like in that order. So maybe that's like you do the parlay.
I like that. Yeah, I like that.
That
I like
payout
that
has
much
to be
better.
fucking absurd. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like that shit.
I like that much better. Yeah, one of those two we should go with.
Or both. You know, let's get real DGen. Let's get real DGen.
Oh, jeez. Oh, God damn you.
All right, on to week 17. We're
Yeah.
not talking about Thursday Night Football because it's Friday. That happened. All I'll say is, yes, Dallas won. Dallas looked
Right.
terrible against what
Not
is a
impressed.
third quarterback. So
Yeah, not impressed at all.
I am not sold on Dallas. Miami at New England in Foxborough in December. Pats minus 2.5 over under 41. Miami has Teddy Bridgewater playing for them. Is very close to a starting quarterback, but still a backup. I'm taking the Pats here. This is do or die. They lose this game, season's over. There is no, oh, well, if this team does this and this team does this. Nope, we lose. We are out. It is a must win. It is setting us up for a very, very uphill battle against the Bills, but it is a must win. Take the Pats. Take the Pats minus 2.5. I think you're, unfortunately, here. They're going to, piss me off a little bit where, oh, they looked good against Miami. Hey, Joey, bring on Buffalo. And I'm going to get a little confident. And then my heart's going to get broken in week 18.
Stop it. I can understand why you're doing this. I can understand why you're taking them at minus 2.5. I can. I am not going to do that. No, God, no. I've watched the Pats, my God, last week and the week before, and they are the makings of a shit the bed kind of football team. And I'll tell you, JB, I worked too hard for my money. I worked too hard for it. I'm not going to put them on a shit the bed kind of football team. Now, Teddy Bridgewater, I think what you said is pretty damn accurate. He's close to a starter. He's not really a starter. If he is, he's a pretty bad one. But what makes the difference for me, man, is the weapons. Weapons, particularly on offense. I think Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle, they're a dangerous combo, bro. And I think the problem with the Pats is weapons. They need them, goddammit. So I think I don't know if I'm going to bet Miami money line. I think money line is sitting at plus 120 right now, which I enjoy. I like. Then again, you're going to put your money on Teddy Bridgewater. I don't know. Pick is Miami. Maybe I will sprinkle them in somehow, some way, JB, those Dolphins. But Miami's going to take this.
Really?
Yeah. Comes down to weapons, bro. Not only do the Pats not have those, but Jesus Christ, they are finding ways to lose games. They are. And that's not what you want to see, man. It's not what you want to see.
Okay. Confidence level is how high?
I'd say on a scale from 1 to 10, 5.
Okay.
And that's why I'm borderline. Probably not doing anything here. But if I'm swaying one way, it's the Dolphins. Cool. So yeah. I think I know where you're going. Should we bet? No, because I'm not that confident. I just can't bet on the Pats anymore. God damn it, man. I can't.
All right. I will raise the stakes. The Pats are going to make the playoffs, and if they do, you're coming to my house to watch that game, wild card weekend, and you have to do a shoey bet, and we have to get hammered and watch the Patriots game.
Done. That's the deal. It's a
real tough sell. Wasn't it?
Exactly. I already told you I would do a shoey. So basically, the only thing you added to that was I have to come over and get shit faced and watch with you. Oh God! All right, I'm in.
All right, Denver Broncos country. Jesus Christ! At Kansas City. Kansas City minus 12.5 over under 45. Kansas City wins. Kansas City should win by multiple touchdowns.
Yeah.
I'm concerned because Kansas City's fucked me because the spread's 14, they went by 13. The spread's 13, they went by 12.
Yes.
12 and a half. It's Denver. They're so fucking bad.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to touch it. It's too many points for me, so pass for me.
Maybe -7. I'll be looking at an alternate spread. But like you said, JB, they burn you. The Chiefs have burned you. I mean, they should be covering way more than they have been covering, but they're not doing it. So if anything, I look at KC -7. What is there to say about Denver? I think we've said all that needs to be said here. So perhaps KC -7 I will be looking at, but I don't know, man. I don't know. The Chiefs, I'm not so confident picking them this year, you know? They haven't put it together, and perhaps they're just waiting for the playoffs, knowing that they're guaranteed to make it, but I don't know, man. I don't know. But yeah, -7 Chiefs, I'll be eyeing it.
So, I didn't think about this until you mentioned the -7. 6-point teaser, tease them down to 6.5, and let's see what else we can
I was thinking, yeah. I was thinking of that, JB. This is a tease situation in my head. I'm thinking -7 here, but yeah, this is a tease scenario.
Hang on, I gotta write that down on an Amazon return receipt I have because my notepad's fucking throwing us away. It's not working this week. Hang on.
Dude, why are you writing anything down, bro? You're in front of a goddamn computer. Open up a notepad, open up Word, open up a browser and type into it.
Why do you
choose an Amazon receipt?
Listen, when you go to Vegas, why do you go to the window to place bets? There's something about it.
Yeah, but come on, that's different. Yeah, it's very satisfying, admittedly, to get that paper slip. I admit, but dude, what are you doing? You're not getting a betting slip.
I've had 4 beers already. Leave me the fuck alone. All right.
All right, fine, dude. Fine. Jesus
Jacksonville
Christ.
at Houston. Houston
Ooh.
+3 over under 43. I'm looking at the over. Otherwise, not touching it.
Oh, but what about those Jags, man? They look damn good. They're coming to life.
I don't hate Houston in this spot. I don't hate Houston at home at this spot.
Tell me what you like about Houston.
Pierce.
Pierce is on the IR, my friend.
No.
Damian Pierce is on the injured reserve, motherfucker. I mean, dude, I admit they've been a little scrappy. The Texans have been scrappy lately. Admittedly, they almost beat the Cowboys, and they've been playing good, man. But okay, with Pierce out of the equation, I just don't know what is left. I truly don't. And when you have a semi-surgeon team like Jacksonville coming into their own, especially that offense, man, I'd be tempted to take them straight up money line. I think it's somewhere around -170, -160, something like that.
Yeah, just like so. Here's my problem: is
Yeah.
the Texans just beat the Titans. The Titans held with Dallas. The Chiefs only beat Houston by 6.
I know they've been playing good. I just don't. I'm not.
Yeah, no. This is over under a pass for me. I don't hate your Jacksonville play, to be fair, but this is a game where if I bet it, I'd be motherfucker. I knew Houston was not a bad team. Like, so I'm just gonna stay away from the plus minus.
All right.
I might just sit there and say, please, defense, just let people score and get 43 points, or put those 43 points in the 6.5 teaser.
All right. No. Now that we're talking about this, you know what? I lost the last leg of my 5-leg parlay last week that would have been a 10-unit goddamn swing on the weekend because I bet on the Detroit Lions, bro. All right? I bet on the Detroit Lions. And we've been talking about they got that dog in them. They got momentum and all that shit. Do not bet on bad football teams, right? Can we implement that rule for the new year? That's my New Year's resolution. Do not bet on bad football teams. And I feel like that's what I'm about to do by betting on the Jacksonville Jaguars in this situation.
So bet the over. Put that over in the teaser with the Chiefs.
I like it. All right, one more eggnog and I'm in, JB. One more eggnog and I'm in.
Okay. Another piece of the teaser here, my friend. Carolina at Tampa Bay. -4 over under 40. Okay. Is Tampa going to cover? Probably not. I do not think Tampa Bay will actually cover a spread for the rest of the season or into the playoffs.
Yeah, I agree with you.
They are not going to lose this football game, though. So if you put them in that teaser piece, you got them at +2. Therefore, it is a lock. I'm I'm liking this teaser piece a lot. Over under 40. I don't know. Tom Brady might win this game 9-6 for all I fucking know. I don't know what's going down on Tampa. All I'm saying is the NFL fucked up by letting this man in the playoffs because he can flip on the switch very quickly. That there is something going on down there that I don't love, but I would not bet against Tom Brady in the playoffs. That's all I'll say.
All right, so what does the teaser do in this situation, JB?
It takes him to a -4 to a +2 and +2.5.
All right, so this is interesting because I agree with you. The Bucks are not covering. Do I think that the Bucks lose this game? I'm not as confident there. I think this is going to be a very close game. So I could get down with the Bucks +2, Bucks +3, but they are not covering the spread, which is so fucking weird for me to say against the Carolina Panthers at home. But it's hey, look, that's where the Bucks are, JB. Not taking a -4. I will explore that teaser. I don't think I'm ballsy enough to go Panthers money line in this situation. But Bucks +2, +3, that sounds better.
Don't bet against Tom Brady in December. Don't do it. Telling you, don't do it.
He's a broken man. He's a broken man.
Didn't lose on Christmas. Indy at the Giants.
I hate you so much.
Giants -5.5 over under 39. I don't know what the fuck to do here. I think the Giants should win and should win it easily.
Hate it.
Stay away game for me.
I hate it. Oh yeah, bro. I hate it. This reeks of just a bad football game. I want nothing to do with it.
All right. Chicago at Detroit. Detroit -6 over under 52.5. I still think Detroit has that dog in them.
No,
go back to the well.
No. They broke my fucking heart last week. Fuck them.
No parlay, no teaser. I have lost that faith in them, so they will not be part of a multiple bet for me. I'm going to take them straight up. 1.1 units, 2-1, -6 against Chicago.
Good luck with that, bro. I still got nightmares of fucking Chubba Hubbard with 100 yards in the first half of the first quarter, for fuck's sake. What is wrong with their defense, bro? It doesn't exist. And that's the problem with Detroit is they can put up points, they can wow you, they can impress you, but they don't have a goddamn defense, man. And I'll tell you, when that all-pro quarterback in Justin Fields drops back in the pocket, steps up in the pocket. Now, he doesn't know how to do any of that, man. He just runs and scrambles. He's not a real quarterback. So I don't know if there's an actual threat against, for Detroit's defense. I don't know. But I'm getting away from this. Normally, I think I would drool over Detroit in that situation. But even if they got that dog in them, they are not a good football team. Therefore, I cannot bet on them.
Okay. I respect it, specifically when they hurt you last week.
Oh, I'm bitter. I'm bitter as fuck, bro.
New Orleans at Philly. Philly -5.5 over under 41.5. Is Jalen Hurts playing?
I don't think so. If he is, the spread's way off. But I think this represents a Gardner Minshew type situation.
And there was almost that Minshew magic I was talking about last week. So I'm gonna.
I know. Yeah, I don't think Hurts is not playing, bro. He's not playing.
All right, I'm throwing Philly into this teaser, so they'll be +1.5.
Yeesh. I don't know, dude. I don't know. I'm passing on this, bro. I don't know. I think Minshew played pretty damn good, I think, last week, right? But I can't ride on him in this situation, man. Kamara's looking better. I can't do it. Stay away.
Cleveland at the Washington football team. -3.5 over under 41. Pass. Don't want anything to do with it.
Yep. Same here. Nothing. Nada.
Okay. Arizona at Atlanta. Atlanta -5.5 over under 41.5. No, thank you. Arizona's on a third string quarterback. I don't know what's going on in Atlanta, so this is what it
Dude, this should be a horrible football game, bro. It should be really bad, man. It's just towards the end of the season, two of the most garbage teams in the league, which I did not expect from Arizona, but here we are. Get me far away from this.
I will call this one of the most interesting games in the 4 p.m. slot. I don't know. We'll see. One of the most interesting games of the weekend. San Fran at Vegas. Vegas +9.5 at home. Over under at 42.5. I like the over. I'll just say that out loud. I do like the over here. I don't like San Fran covering here without seeing Studham playing a full game.
Yeah.
I want to see what the kid can do. He's got weapons. Vegas has been one of the most depressing teams this year because they have the talent and they're not producing. So
Yeah.
if
Yeah.
he can go in and be a field general and just Devontae Adams, Josh Jacobs, Hunter Renfro, like just keep like it's very easy for them to click a switch and be good. So at plus 9.5, I'm tempted to go with Vegas here.
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you, man. But for me, it's like you got two unknowns. One, you got Mr. Studham stepping up, and who knows what you're gonna see from him. But I mean, Brock Purdy's been like he's been impressive, no doubt. But like you can't throw all your chips on him just putting up back to back to back to back, solid games. You can't, man. So I you have two unproven quarterbacks. The Niners D is still one of the best, if not the best, in the NFL at the moment, right? So when you put the Niners D against Studham, that matchup alone it seems like a nightmare, right? So I don't have as much confidence, I guess, in the over because I'm not convinced that Vegas is going to put up any points, and I'm not fully convinced that Brock Purdy is that guy. Granted, Vegas's D is garbage, right? I don't know how I feel about this, JB. To be honest, I kind of just want to see how Studham performs, bro. But I can't roll the dice and take Vegas in any way, shape, or form in this situation. So I'll probably just be watching.
Okay. I that's like totally the way Vegas is played. It makes total sense. Couple things there. I do own a Jarrett Stidham Patriots jersey. So
Oh, you
that
do?
for the
Of
4 p.m.
course you do.
games. Dude, when Tom Brady left, I was in shambles. I didn't know what to do. I bought a Stidham jersey, started kind of with Studham. I was wearing it, then they signed Cam Newton. I was like, my life is over. Fuck that shit.
One dark and depressing, Saturday night, you alone buying the jersey, just giving up all hope. I can just picture it. That's so sad.
That was so like I not to go on a rant here, but like when Tom Brady announced he wasn't re-signing with the Patriots, he didn't announce where he was signing. He just said he wasn't going to re-sign with the Patriots. My wife saw it before me, and she comes downstairs and she's like, "I just gotta tell you, JB, Tom Brady's not going to sign with the Patriots." It's like you've heard people have died and not been that sad before.
I believe it. I absolutely believe it. And then the aftermath of that conversation was a purchase of this guy's jersey. Wonderful. Wonderful.
Yeah, so along with a lot of Tampa Bay Buccaneers gear after I realized we're Tampa. Second piece of this is I have a theory for you, and I think it's a theory a lot of people have, so I'm not going to claim it as my own.
What do you got?
Tom Brady will be the quarterback of the San Francisco 49ers next year and win a Super Bowl and then retire with his hometown team.
Where do you fucking get this shit, dude? Like, how is that? How? Why?
Okay, here's how. Does San Fran get to stick with Jimmy Garoppolo? They wanted Jimmy Garoppolo gone last year.
Okay, I'll give you a maybe.
Okay. They're clearly out on Trey Lance, no?
No, I don't think it's no, I do not think that's clear. No, he had an unfortunate injury. He'll get another run next year. That's what I believe.
So I think there's no way Tom Brady is at Tampa next year. I think there's no way Tom Brady's retiring next year. So the teams he will go to are either the San Francisco 49ers, which he has admitted his entire career that he's wanted to play for. Joe Montana was his idol. That was his hometown team. The other teams in the running are Las Vegas, which that would be so awesome. That's Tom Brady going such a villain, like wearing all black, living in like a fucking penthouse and fucking the strip, just like fucking random models.
I love that, dude.
Just super villain.
Yeah.
The third, and what I'll have to probably mute my microphone if I talk about much more, is he comes back to New England and retires a Patriot after winning a Super Bowl with Gronkowski and Edelman one more time.
No. Come on. That third option is bogus, bro. I think, okay, if he wants to play for the Niners, great. Good for you. I don't know how you watch Tom Brady this season and say, yep, that's my quarterback. Let's bring him on and we're going to win a Super Bowl. Unless he has some playoff magic like you're waiting on, JB, I think it's going to be tough for him to find a job, man. Unless he goes to wait, why were the Indianapolis Colts not mentioned there, JB?
He will never play for the Colts. He will retire before he'll play for the Colts. Yes, he will never play for a team that Peyton Manning played for. No, that's the same reason why Peyton Manning would never play for a Tom Brady team.
Hey, every man has his price, especially broken men, divorced, separated from their family, and
Can you
get
stop
nothing to
calling him
live
a
for.
broken man?
He
He's
has,
divorced. He's single.
oh God, his soul is broken into a million pieces, bro. He thought that all he wanted was football, and that's what his life was going to be. And then the most important things were taken from him. And look at his performance on the field. My God, it's so sad.
If he goes on a run in the playoffs, you know I'm never gonna live this fucking down, right?
You know what? And you have every right to shove that in my face every day. If he does what you say he's going to do in the playoffs this year, bro, I will shut the fuck up, and you will just have to you'll ram it down my throat, and I will accept it.
We're gonna change the name of the podcast to just JB's show.
I will say, look, we can come up with some fucking ridiculous deal, all right, that would give you immense satisfaction. We can come up with it, right? And I'll sign off on it as long as there's consequences if it doesn't happen.
All right,
All right.
let's talk about that when we get to playoffs. Playoffs. Let's
All
talk
right.
about the playoffs.
Playoffs.
Jets against Seattle. Seattle +2 over under 42.5. This is Geno Smith's revenge game. Give me Seattle money line all day.
Right. No, I think the Seahawks are that bad. I really do, bro. I
In
really do.
Seattle? In Seattle.
Yeah, you know what? I've said that multiple times throughout the course of this season. In fact, the last time I had big money riding on him at home in Seattle when the lowly Raiders came into town and the Raiders marched down the field every goddamn possession. Game went to overtime and the Raiders took it. Fuck that. Seattle playing at home, being a lock, that shit is dead. That shit is so 7 years ago. It doesn't exist anymore, bro. My pick is the Jets, but God no, I'm not putting money on this game.
Okay. I'm strong on Seattle for those wondering. So that'll be a straight unit play for me on the money
Gross. Oh,
That was
God.
great color commentary. Just nothing gross.
That gun's kicking in, bro.
Minnesota at Green Bay. Green Bay -3 over
Mm,
under 47.5. I do like Green Bay here. To your
yeah,
point, I don't think
yeah.
Minnesota's a good football team. I think their record is super inflated. It's Kirk Cousins. I'm pretty sure Aaron Rodgers owns Minnesota. Um, yeah, I like Green Bay here at the -3. I think they cover that, and I do like them as a teaser piece as well. Maybe get them up to a +3 just to be a little bit safe. But I think Green Bay is the play here.
Yeah, you said it, man. What a price. What a -3. I'll take that all day, man. I'm not even interested in the teaser here. I think -3 is fantastic for the Packers at home against the Vikes, man. So that's the pick. I think that's parlay material, brother. I really do. So I'm gonna be looking at something to do with that.
Battle of LA.
Yeah.
Rams versus the Chargers. Chargers -6.5 over under 42. This is a stay away game for me. The Rams are streaky now. They got Baker,
Yeah.
and
Yep.
they could pull this
Yep.
out. The Chargers are not as good as I thought they were. The Chargers also just clinched the playoffs. I don't know if they really understand like what's the difference between a 6 and 7 seed and type situation or 5 and 7 seed. So this is a stay away game for me. The points is interesting, but again, I could see this being either 35-28 game or a 3-6 game. So this is just a complete stay away.
Yeah, I'm staying away as well. Look, the Broncos D is not bad. In fact, they're top 10, I believe, in the NFL, right? And the Rams put up 51 points. That's scary, bro. And I'm staying away from this. Normally, I would just crush the Chargers with -6.5. Normally, but look, new QB, new energy, bro, and I'm staying away.
All right. All right. So I think the LA game was supposed to be the Sunday Night Football game because at the beginning of the season, that was the NFC champs. No, the Super Bowl champs. Right? I'm
Right.
not wrong there. Versus what was supposed to be an up and coming AFC team.
Yeah, exactly.
That got
Yeah.
flexed out to 4 p.m. and now we have Pittsburgh at Baltimore. I don't
Mm.
know why they didn't flex Minnesota versus Green Bay, to be honest with you. Or to be fair, even the Jets versus Seattle, Geno Smith versus old team. There's more storylines there. Pittsburgh versus Baltimore. Like I know it's a rivalry game. This is a stay away game for me. I don't know. I don't like this. I don't like either one of these teams, either from a betting perspective or from a moral and ethical perspective. I hate both of them. So this is a stay away for me completely.
Yeah, I would be eyeing the Steelers though in this dog spot until Baltimore has Lamar Jackson back. I just don't think they're a complete team by any means, man. So I'll be eyeing the Steelers here, but do I feel strong enough to actually take them and put money on it? Probably not, man. Probably not. So yeah, this is a hard pass for me.
On the contrary to that, this Monday Night Football game,
It's a great
should
game.
be a fucking good game. And honestly,
Great
we
game.
deserve one because there haven't been a lot of good ones.
Yeah, that's true, actually. That's true. Good point.
So, Buffalo at Cincy. Cincy +1, over under 49.5.
Oof.
I'm tempted to take Cincy, but this is probably a stay away spot for me. I almost just want to watch this game and enjoy a good football game because we haven't seen a lot of good football games this year in the NFL. So I almost just want to watch it and say, okay, these are two teams that are going to beat the shit out of each other in the playoffs because this could be the AFC Championship. This could be a lot of other things, depending what Kansas City does. You got two clear playoff contenders here, in my opinion. So I want to see what's out there. I want to look at this game to more so value how I bet in the playoffs. So I'll stay away from this betting now. But if there's a rematch, I'm definitely going to bet in the playoffs.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, this is definitely one you want to enjoy. Now, I have no take on this game. Truly, I do not. But how do you feel about that over, JB?
At face value, loved it. And then I remember Buffalo does have a defense, and Joe Burrow does get hit a lot.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's why I'm not going to bet it. But at its face, Buffalo versus Cincinnati, two high-powered offense, that should be a lock. But Burrow's offensive line is not great. He does get hit a lot, and
It does, yeah.
Buffalo's defense is so fucking. And I hate it because I don't like Buffalo. Their defense is so fucking good.
Yeah, they are, man. They are. I like it. I don't love it, and I think I'm just forcing myself to look for some action on what is just going to be an incredible football game to watch on Monday night. So I think I'm gonna put the emotions aside, just watch some good old fashioned football, man.
All right. I'm gonna shout out this Lord Hobo collaboration with Thin Man Brewery, Big Bet Hazy Double IPA. This is some good shit.
Is it
And also,
good?
this can art is amazing. I just realized it's a Buffalo Bill with a Patriots hat on top of it.
That's fucking bizarre,
This is
dude.
awesome, dude. This is good shit. I like these. All right, so let's go on.
All right, shout out.
Shout out. Marketing. Maybe you want to sponsor us.
Oh, is that it? All right.
College football bowls.
What do we got?
We got a lot. This Alabama Kansas State game. Kansas State +7 over under 56. I am involved in this game. I am involved in this game a lot. I plan to be involved more once I get to New Hampshire tomorrow morning. I love this over at 56.
Okay.
Kansas State almost beat TCU, and TCU is in the college football playoffs. This is still Alabama. Well, it's not the Alabama of old. This is still fucking Alabama. I actually think this is going to be closer than +7. I think this is actually going to be a good football game. I'm actually very excited to watch it tomorrow.
Really?
Yes. So that's why
All right.
I'm not going to take the point. I'm not going to take the over. The +7, but I am going to take the over under. I'm already heavily involved into it, but I'm going to get more involved.
Wow. All right.
Iowa versus Kentucky +2.5. Kentucky over under 31. Stay away. I'm tempted to take Kentucky. 31 points is also so fucking low.
That's nothing, dude. That's nothing.
But Iowa makes T-shirts that they root for the punter. So, like, when you make those T-shirts and sell them at a pro shop, no. So stay away.
Do they really, dude?
Yeah. And also, this is on at noon, the same time as the Alabama Kansas State game, and there's zero chance I'm not going to watch all of that game. So, this is a pass.
All right.
College football playoff game number 1, TCU versus Michigan. Michigan -7.5 over under 58. I do like the over under here at 58. Again, I am heavily involved in these overs. I got into them early. TCU is a very good football team. I think Michigan is the best shot at beating Georgia. I don't think Michigan necessarily covers here, though. I think they win, but not cover. So besides the over, I'm not betting it.
The over, it's a 58. It's kind of high. Is it that you have no respect for these D's, or the offense is that good?
Their offense is that good. Yeah, like TCU's offense is so fucking good, dude.
All right.
The Horned Frogs. Have you ever seen a TCU game, by the way?
No.
So like it's a Horned Frog, but what they do is basically talk like they when they try to get the crowd pump up, they play like this crazy music and show like a frog as if like it's like a hallucinogenic.
What, dude?
Yeah. It's
I
like,
have to see a game now. That doesn't even make sense. Who thought of
it's so great. Like it's so like it just be like a frog like tripping out with like tie-dye shit behind it. Like it's so fucking fantastic.
that? I don't know how that even remotely relates to football, but I'm into it, bro. I like it.
Horned Frogs, bro. Ohio State versus Georgia -6 over under 62.5. Again, I said I like the overs on New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
The overs on New Year's Eve. I'm on this over as well. I'm not going to touch this because I do think Georgia is that good where they probably going to cover this -6 against Ohio State. I think you're probably looking at a Michigan versus Ohio State national championship, which, hot take. That's number 1 versus number 2. I think that's what's going to happen.
Yeah.
And I think Michigan does have a shot of beating Georgia, but Georgia is pretty fucking close to an NFL team, in my opinion, this year.
Yeah. Damn.
The hangovers, the New Year's Day games. Mississippi State versus Illinois +1.5 over under 46. No, thank you. I'm not going to touch it. Tulane versus USC. USC -2 over under 63. Very tempted in this over under here. Tulane puts up points. So does USC. Depending on how New Year's Eve goes, depends on how I bet this New Year's Day.
One of those. All right. I like it.
LSU versus Purdue. Purdue +14.5 over under 56. I want to take LSU. I have a soft place in my heart for them, but then again, they aren't that good. I don't want to say suck.
A lot of points, bro. 14
A lot of points. So a bowl game that no one really gives a shit about. This is a stay away from me.
Yep.
Penn State versus Utah. Utah getting +2 points over under 52.5. I don't think you bet the cult here. You bet against the cult, so you bet Utah money line straight up and take the Don't bet that cult. They got some issues over there. Don't bet that.
They do. Oh, no doubt about it. All right.
All right. So that's the college bowl games. I think this next slide is what,
dude. So that Alabama Kansas State, you got some action on that.
So here's currently what I have. So
Let's see.
that's a 3-leg parlay that I hit earlier today. Don't mind that one. Sorry.
Wait, you already hit that shit, dude.
Yeah.
Were you just rubbing it in, bro?
Just watch that. So yes, I have a 3-leg parlay, the over 56 K-State Alabama game, over 58.5 TCU Michigan, over 62.5 Ohio State Georgia. Then I took Ohio State Georgia out of it because I am somewhat concerned Georgia's defense is good. So just Alabama and K-State 56, TCU versus Michigan 58.5. Then I did tease them by 3 points. So all those over unders down by 3 points. We are talking unit plays, 1.5 plays, 2.5 unit plays. And I currently have an over 61.5, 2.2 unit play on this Tennessee Clemson game.
Tennessee Clemson, huh?
And it's not looking good. We got 14 points right now, and it's almost half. So
stay positive, bro. Stay positive. Come on.
To your point, though, I think I'm gonna go big into Alabama KSU more than I already am when I go up to New Hampshire tomorrow. I feel very, very confident about that. I don't want to call it a lock. I may tomorrow.
Look, I heard the excitement in your voice as you were going through it, man. I say you put your money where your mouth and emotion is. All right? Do it.
So let's recap 2022.
Hey,
I did get that.
I like
right
green. I like green.
Profit's profit. Doesn't matter if you're up by 0.01 units or you're up by maybe 38.5 units. Maybe 38.5 units.
Wow, at one point you were up 70. Was that what put you up 70 units? What the hell?
Like some crazy fucking parlay, or it might have been the fucking like round 3 submission from GM3 or something.
Oh yeah, one of those. Yeah. All right, sure.
Yeah, but the point is, if we lose, we'll tell you we'll lose. If this slide was red, I would show you it was red. The point is that if you followed our picks through 2022, you would be up, call it 40 units for rounding up purposes. That's a pretty good year.
Either way, you would end up positive. I think that's the point. That's the message. And I'll tell you what, man, I'm happy to be just under a unit positive for the year because winning is winning, God damn it. And you know what? Hey, JP, the year is not over, my friend. The year is not over. So, hey, well done. I got to say, finishing 38 units, that's got to feel damn good. You had a couple nice hits. You had a couple really nice weekends from what I can remember this year. And one of them was just, I don't know, it was like last month, wasn't it? So you got to feel good about that. For me, not a great year with the NFL, a so-so year with the UFC. I got to rethink my strategy a bit. Now, I know I've been saying it for a while, JB, but maybe take it easy on the parlays. Do a little more straight betting, right? I know it's not as, adrenaline providing, it is exciting, but do a little more straight betting. I'm going to try and go into the new year with that resolution.
Definitely a smart move. I will never not bet parlays, but I'm going to tone down the units of them and definitely go more on single units. Man of honor over here. I wasn't even going to say who's. You just came out and said, I was a 38.5 and you were the
is it not labeled?
No, not labeled at all. Just two people there. One says 706 and one says 709 because I asked you. So what I will say here is if no one believes this, I will gladly share my screen with them and show this because I think all you can see is daily, weekly, monthly if you follow us, and then basically I can see my year in that. Right. But if anyone doubts these numbers, I am glad to do a little screen share via my phone. Because again, if this was red, we would show it. So that being said, we started this podcast on August 9th.
Mm-hmm.
And we're still here. I think
we're still going.
A lot of people, myself included, didn't know if we would still be doing this.
Sure.
Deep down, I knew we would, because deep down, I know we're degens, and this is actually what we want to do full time, but it's not profitable for us, so we cannot do it full time. But there's a lot of friends that said, "Oh, you got a fucking podcast, you're not going to do it, blah, blah, blah." And now we got a lot of those friends that are tailing our bets, and if they did, they won money this year.
There you go. Hey, that's pretty damn cool, man. That's pretty goddamn cool. And how many times we've been shooting the shit, JB, just anyway, doing this shit no matter what, whether there are microphones around or not. So, hey, I think it's pretty damn cool. And we're just getting started, brother. We're just getting started, goddammit.
I say August 9th, we got all 2023 to just make it our bitch. 2023 doesn't have a shot. All right.
Bro, they're gonna legalize mobile betting in Massachusetts. You're goddamn right. It doesn't have a shot, man. That's a big deal. That's a big deal, bro. Are you telling me that I've been saying that I'm going to be able to live bet from the comfort of my own couch? God damn you. That is a huge deal.
Yeah. Last thing I'll say here, which was a little, alarming is the wrong word, but if you look at the trajectory of both graphs, they're kind of on the same wavelength. Yes, there are more gradual pitch and falls, but they're gradually going the same way, which was a little alarming to me because to that point, it is not if you sided with Joey or JB, you would do well versus bad.
Yeah, exactly.
It was if you sided with Boston Brews bets whether you were going to do well or bad. So I don't think we had a lot of different opinions here throughout 2022.
Yeah, that's a good observation, actually. Yeah. Awesome.
All right, coming soon. Only thing we got is this Combat FC on 210. Combat FC. Let us interview some fighters. Football season's over. We got to do something to fill some time here. So, it's on 210 down the street. Let's interview some fighters, get them on here, get them some exposure.
Hell yeah.
WynnBET does have legalized gambling starting January 31st.
Huge.
I'm not going to go down there during the Super Bowl to place a bet because it's going to be a madhouse. So
yeah, exactly.
I might go down there before March Madness, say wet my beak on some college basketball to figure things out.
Yeah, why not? Absolutely. But I'll tell you, that mobile milestone is key, brother.
Mm-hmm. And the Brook, we will get there eventually. It will be difficult to get there once they legalize betting in Massachusetts because there's no reason to leave my couch at that point.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe we get that in the books for Jan, bro.
Maybe. We'll see.
Yeah.
That's all I got. 2022 was a hell of a year. I'm glad we started this. I'm glad we're positive. But yeah, let's start to get people on this with us. Again, I'm going to start tagging the shit out of people. And if you want to fucking come on here, promote your beer, promote your podcast, all that shit, I got nothing else to say. During football season, probably not going to happen because we're running out of an hour now. But during non-football season, fuck it, let's do it.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know what, man? Since we're about 6 months in, I think the New Year's resolution, man, is like you said. Let's get some people on here, spread the brand a little bit, spread the bets, spread the positivity, as you saw on that previous slide, man. I think things are looking up in the new year. And look, once Massachusetts can get its act together and pass this goddamn bill to get this thing legal, then you see the full potential of JP and Joey, man. Stay tuned, brother. And a very happy new year, JB, to you, man. I don't know if what the hell you're doing this weekend, if you're going to stay up for it, but happy new year, man.
Happy New Year. I will be gambling like a madman tomorrow. You want to see how confident I am in that Alabama K-State game? Check my picket at about 11:59 tomorrow, and then
oh boy, I'll be there, bro.
All right, brother. Happy New Year, great year, and let's kick 2023 in the ass.
Yes, sir. You stay positive, man.
Stay positive.
All right.